today's video, we're going to be covering the interior upgrades. Obviously, we've got pretty much all the sort of like performance hardware fitted to the car. So now obviously we're onto the interior. So we've got a nice sort of like array of parts that are going to put a nice like finishing touch on the build. So starting from my left to right, first of all, we've got the most obvious upgrades. So we've got this nice carbon fiber and perforated leather steering wheel. So as you know, on the MK7 Golf Rs, one of the sort of like complaints that we have, especially when driving them sort of like on track and stuff like that, the steering wheel is really thin, and especially can be improved with making it a little bit thicker and also having a flat bottom on the bottom as well, and obviously upgrading the aesthetic of it as well, which is exactly what we've done here. So to match that steering wheel, we've also got a carbon fiber airbag cover, and then obviously we know this car is a manual, despite me saying many times we're putting DHG software on it in the videos. It is a manual, obviously. Shifter wise, the customer didn't want to go for like a CAE or like a cooler wet shifter, so we spec'd a nice custom shifter. So it's got like some perforated leather on here, nice little carbon fiber insert with like the Golf R logo on the reverse, and then like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to finish that off nicely as well, we've got a sort of like a nice little shifter cover. The original one isn't very aesthetically pleasing, so this is going to match some of the other black accents we've got, like the Leo Motorsport climate control dials. So those will look really nice. And then to keep everything monitored inside the car, we've got the P3 gauge. So this particular gauge has got the sort of like the canvas kit. So usually what you have with a P3 gauge is it plugs into the OBD port, and obviously if you're using the P3 gauge, you lose the function of the OBD2 port. Whereas this particular kit that we've got will just go straight into the canvas, so you can still plug it in, do your diagnostics whilst you've got the P3 gauge installed. And this will display pretty much every parameter in the car that you want to see, like boost pressure, oil temp, water temp, all that kind of stuff, even sort of like acceleration times as well. And then on the rear of the car, we've got the Racing Line carbon fiber hatch brace. So this will sit in the rear of the vehicle, and it will, as well as sort of like bracing the rear turret, it also gives you a nice little aesthetic piece in the back of the car as well. Obviously this is a highly modified build, so we want to make sure everything's obviously covered in it. So yeah, we're going to get all these fitted to the car. Let us know what you think. Okay, so thank you so much for watching that episode. Obviously, let us know what you think of all those interior parts. So on the next episode, we're going to be covering the exterior upgrades. So obviously, at the moment, we've got the standard wheels on the car. Obviously, we're not going to be keeping those, we're going to be upgrading them. If you've seen our Instagram already, a few weeks ago, you would have seen what wheels we're going to be putting on there. They're pretty special. At the same time, we've also got a body kit to go on the car as well. So it's going to look very different in next week's episode. So obviously at the moment, it's looking pretty standard other than the brakes on the outside. So see you next week. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch other videos of ours that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you'd like to watch some other videos that we have in the same playlist, then click here. And obviously if you enjoyed the video, then we really appreciate if you gave us a subscription. And then obviously you'll be updated when other videos of ours go live, and you can do that quite easily by clicking here. Hope to see you soon.